Hello, essential employees. It's been a long night. Um, but with that being said, basically what I've been doing today is that I've been looking through what the general consensus is amongst a bunch of essential employees. So I decided to Google the phrase, "People are making more money on unemployment than essential workers," and I came across this Reddit post, and I'm just gonna go through the comments and see what it has to say. Um, but yeah, so let's get into this. People are making more money on unemployment than the essential workers. AFXC1 says, I'm in the warehouse end of this, and I'm getting taxed to death here. It's almost like these bonuses don't even matter." And you work at Kroger, I'm assuming, because that's what it says, r/Kroger. I don't know what that is. We don't have that where I live, but you know, assuming that you're, assuming that your whatever bonuses you're getting, it's not even that much anyway. It's probably like a dollar, two or three. That sucks. And yeah, you could have made more of unemployment. We're not essential. We're just expendable. Yeah, well, that's true. We're not essential. No one cares about us. Your government, people on unemployment, nobody cares. Agreed. We aren't essential, even to Kroger. We are getting lines and lines of people desperate for work every day. We host open interviews, and after all this, every part-timer is going to get blanked over because they'll be flooded with workers they can't fire. They'll be giving everyone with minimum hours until they go elsewhere. My store had gotten wage negotiations opened open a year earlier. Was going to happen in March. Then the C virus happened, and meeting was canceled. One day, one meeting with people that are working still. Instead of getting the significant wage increase they're going to go for, our store starts inexperienced people at $8.50 an hour. They want to get at least to 10, which is still nothing to brag about. It's not, dude. That sucks. $10 after 40 hours a week is $400 before taxes. After taxes, it's probably not much, and you would have made significantly more on unemployment. If you're making like $10 an hour, you're making $400 before taxes. You could have made, if you were on unemployment, you could have made $600 from the CARES and then $200 for unemployment insurance. You could have made $800 before taxes. Probably wouldn't help me much at the end of the scale, but I definitely look at that and think a lot of less of the hero premium. Instead, negotiating when the stores desperately need people and it's looking rough. They're either doing it next year when it's scheduled or after this. When the store has way sorry, my screen is broken. It's kind of hard to read this. Way too many employees from all the excess hiring. Sigh. Totally expendable. I've been working in the warehouse for over a year, and it's the worst it's ever been, and they think a tiny bonus that has been completely taxed away is going to make a difference. Now I have to work at least 13 hours every day. I know it's sad. I wish I wasn't essential. I wish I wasn't essential either, because I'd be making more money at home. Someone sitting at home temporarily makes more than I do, and I have debt ahead pay. Why do we care now? To be honest, it's been hard to have any kind of enthusiasm or care for my work when I used to have prior to this. Not because I cared about Kroger, but because I cared about beating other departments and district in sales by VS lie and junk like sport. F it now. Whatever. I don't know, he said. Just wait till the question you on why sales are down next year. I just filed short term for mental health this afternoon after talking to a therapist. My doctor says no way I should be working right now. It's too damaging. I tap out for my own health. Well, good for you. My take home pay as a pickup lead with the hero bonus and overtime is about $640 right now. Wow. My take home pay as a pickup lead with the hero bonus is about 640 right now. But all the bonuses I took pay cut when I transferred departments and was only getting about $500. Obviously, many of my coworkers who are doing the same work are making even less. So if I quit and took unemployment, I'd probably be getting $900 a week. Tell me, how is this right? I don't know, man. That's not right, because you could have made $900 a week Well, having free time to, I don't know, man. Like, do you really want to be a pickup lead for the rest of your life? You could have just gone back to school. You could have used that free time to invest your money wisely in the stock market. You could have used that time to invest in gold and silver and other commodities. You could have had all that money to, you know, use it towards your future and then go back to work eventually later, or just keep going on unemployment. Just keep milking this unemployment like everybody else on unemployment right now, and focus on skills that transition to the future, so you don't have to be a lead, a pickup lead, and you could have used all this free time and not risk your health either. So is this right? I don't know, man. You tell me. You pretty much answer your own question. The most blanked up thing is that if you quit, you don't even qualify for unemployment. Well, I know a lot of people who filed for unemployment and they quit their job, or they weren't even working for the past year or so, but they still got it. I think you have to be lucky or something, or I don't know. There's so much people applying, so you have to see. I guess it varies. It's the same here. Quitting is not an option here, and doing things that make them fire you will not award you unemployment. Yeah, which means we're stuck in the and corporate knows it, but we're going to lose a lot of people by the time this is done. Anyone can gain the system right now. IRS, I'm not encouraging it, blank, so I don't need another letter, but they can easily game it. All you have to do is say you have symptoms. Zero way for them to check, and zero liability to prove that. I'm making about the same in the warehouse, and I'm working my blank off. 13 plus. I'm used to working between 10 to 13 hours, but this has been going on every day for over a month now. It's blank. I've never seen the light of day, and I've been contemplating quitting, but I know I'd be in a bad situation if I do. Hang in there, man. Yeah, loser, you could have had unemployment and make like double your income. What's wrong with you, huh? I'm just joking. I'm just talking to myself at this point. Good job for working. Well, I don't know if I should say good job. Like, I mean, good for you, but like, God, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. I can empathize with you. I'm still making drinks for people and filling in the front end and click list. It's one hell of a stress to balance with school. Not to mention management is pushing crazy hours. We deserve more. Time for a strike. There's a planned general strike May 1st. Make sure everyone knows. I am one of those who is stuck working. I am not immune compromised, but if I was to actually get this and have to be ventilated, I would be less likely to be able to recover. But I'm an essential, selling overpriced drinks in a grocery store. Why? Just close. Just close the not actually essential parts of the store, for goodness. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it sucks. You could have made more on unemployment and not risk your health. Man, if I get this and the bad version where it's like AIDS, or if I have to be put on a ventilator, that's God calling me home, and I'm going to use those very nice hollow point bullets. Well, one I purchased back in February. I mean, they also had to pay into unemployment from their paychecks, so this isn't exactly a fair comparison. However, of course, hazard pay should be a thing for essential workers as well. That's a valid point. It still makes you stare off into the middle distance wondering what the point of this all is. The pay into regular unemployment, I think most people are pissed about this blanket 600 extra a week, not the regular unemployment. We pay into that extra 600 a week too, and we'll never qualify for it. Yeah, that's true. Like all the taxpayers, the old, the young, everybody, pays for that $600 in the CARES Act, and we're not, and a lot of people aren't even getting it. And then also, they're not even considering the free time. All that time, time is money. The businesses pay into unemployment, not the workers. Lol, yeah. When you go ask for a pay raise to show you how much they are paying too, it says here, you're already costing us blah blah blah. Don't be fooled. Since you don't get your full salary from unemployment, it kind of looks like they are comparing what a minimum wage worker makes with that someone who gets paid a lot more, unless I'm missing something. If you qualify for any state unemployment, you receive any amount determined by 2019 wages plus an additional $600 a week from the federal government CARES Act. You know what's interesting? It seems like everybody here understands that the $600 of CARES from the CARES Act would let you make way more. And that's good to know. I'm not going to read all this because this is kind of boring. But, you know, it's good to know that a lot of people who are working are pissed too. Because, again, those on unemployment, and not to bash people on unemployment, but those on unemployment are on a paid vacation, making more money than ever, making more money than essential employees, have all this free time to do whatever they want, better themselves, do whatever they want at this time. Party at the beach, focus on the skills, um, increase their earning potential through skills, and not risking their health. While people who are working get jack crackers. So, it's good to know that people understand this. But the thing is that we had to not only consider about the pay, but we also have to start thinking about the what the money means. And maybe I'm gonna have to go to an in-depth analysis. I might do that over the weekend when I'm really into it. But it's so much work, and I'm already working so much. But you know what? I might pull through, and I might make a really in-depth video explaining how essential employees are getting screwed over, and how badly it is to wake people up. People don't consider the money, the time, and the health risk. And the time is important, but even if we did get a hazard pay, when we get the hazard pay, will the dollars still be worth the same amount? I don't know.